I hope you guys are looking for some cave today because I have a fairly good chunk of it. Um, I also have some other free spirit brands. I got some Tula Pink in here. I've got some, um, some of the other, I know, Carolyn Gavin. I'm trying to think of some of the other designers, but it is mostly cave and it is going to be mostly Tula. And then there's a couple of super cute ones that aren't cave or Tula, but I think you'll like them. It has a cat, so I'm into that. Um, and I'm just gonna do $10 yards, $6 half yards, $4 fat quarters. So if you need a yard, I'll just run through them at a yard. And then if somebody wants a half yard or you just want a fat quarter, just let me know and I'll run that for you. And I'm going to go ahead and get started in case anybody wants to. I'm probably only going to be on a couple hours today. I've got somewhere I need to go for the evening. So I'll probably only run for a few hours just so that you guys are kind of aware with shipping and that kind of stuff. But you should still be able to get your money's worth. Shipping is capped at $9 and however many cents. Every buyer gets a giveaway, just like you always do. And then I do have some raid giveaways. So if we get any raids, I've got some pretty good raid giveaways piled up here that I just thought were really cool. So if you have any friends that might raid us, send them our way. Because I have these really cool, I keep trying to figure out what to do with them, and I thought a raid giveaway would be perfect. Um, so these are little patches and Moda gave these out at a quilt show. You went and visited each of the designers, and each designer had their own little patch. So I thought maybe for our raid giveaways, I would give away these little patches because they're pretty light, they're easy to ship. So hopefully we'll get a raid. So we can hand some of these out. If not, I might throw a couple in a box here and there. I don't know. But I thought they were just cool little giveaways. So I guess we can go ahead and get started. This is Kaffe Fassett collection from February 2025, so it's a newer one. And it is called House Leaks, and the colorway is Drama. Like I said, these are running for just 10 a yard. Can I see it? I might turn it this way so you could see it going up there. Maybe you can see a little better, like going up the bolt. You can see what it looks like. I'll go ahead and just run a yard first. If any of you want, like, if you want a half yard or you want a fat quarter, just let me know. We can always run it. But the first yard's running now if anybody's interested in this one. Because everybody likes House Leaks, I believe is the name. Next one, this guy, he is also February 2025. Marble Scallops. This colorway is black. I know I saw a lighter one somewhere. But we got the black one right now, so it's little scallops. And this guy's running. If anybody needs a yard of it. And we do have what is that called? The loyalty program. So you do get coupons. I think is today the last day. So if you do have any coupons, you need to make sure you use those. Because I think today's the last day. There's only 2 yards of this guy left. He's from Stash. Brocade Peony in the colorway Crimson. Oh, would you like half yards, Pin? I can do it. Well, I'll start with this one just because it's out there, and then I'll go back to the other two so you could, if those were any of the that you wanted. So this guy's running. We're running a half yard. It's just $6. If anybody wants this one, and then we'll go back to the other two. Okay, gotcha. 4 half yard of that one. And then we'll grab this guy. And we'll do him for a half yard. Some days are half yard days, some days are full yard days. And then here's the first one that we had. And that should be running now if I hit the button right. Awesome. I think we get you caught up then. Next up, we have Kaffe Fassett collection. This one is also called Stash. It's called Spiral Shells, and the colorway is red. I was hoping that box would help me, but it's not doing the job I expected. So I'm going to lay it that way. Since I have half yards up, I'm just going to go ahead and run the half yard if anybody wants it. And then when that's done, I'll do the yard in case anybody needs a yard. Thank you, Pen. I knew I could count on you. And then if anyone needs a yard, I'll go ahead and run it out of yard. Next up, we have another kind of red colorway. This one is called, it's from the vintage line. It's beaded tints, and the colorway is red. I'm gonna move this box. I had a great idea, and it didn't work out. Put this like this, and this like this, and that way you can see the whole thing. They have the best savages. So this one's beaded tints. I'm gonna go ahead and do the half yard first. See if anybody wants that one, and then I'll do a yard. And then let's go ahead and do a yard of it and see if anybody needs a full yard. Oh, no beaded tents. This is one of my favorites. And then this guy, he's from February of 2025 as well. Sometimes it focuses, sometimes it doesn't. This one's called Palm Leaves. Colorway is red. This background, it kind of looks black, but it's actually like a very dark blue, denim blue. Since yard is already up, I'm going to run a yard first, and then I'll go back and run a half yard. Artie Nurse, thank you for your first purchase. Welcome, welcome. And I'm going to run a second yard of this one just in case anyone needs it, and then I'll do the half yard. And that half yard of this particular one should be running now. Thank you, Pen. Look at you unlocking coupons. Isn't that fun? I'm going to run a half yard one more time just to make sure I don't miss anybody. You know, no quilter left behind. That's my motto. Oh, hold on. Look at this guy. He's never even been opened. He's still in the plastic. Looks like you have a nice mix of like the new Kaffe and the older stuff here. Let me drop these on there and then we'll go through. So this one, I believe it's, oh, it doesn't say anything on the end. I think it's Milliafor. And there's only like 2 yards left on this bolt. But it is the red. It's obviously a red colorway. We can You can see from top to bottom kind of how it's got the and this is not a backing. This is just a regular 44 incher. I'm going to run a half yard first just because it's up on my screen. So if anybody needs a half, 13 yards, got you for a half. I'm going to run another half and then I'll run a yard in case anyone needs the full yard. Let's see if I can find the full. There it is. I'm okay. And this is a full yard if anyone needs the full yard. Pin got you for a yard of this one. I'm going to run another yard to see if anybody else wants to grab it. Perfect. I think that'll probably sell that guy out. Next, this is a great pattern. It is from Vintage Line. It's called Lichen. Colorway is called Rust. Spoiler alert, it's kind of orange. It's not like rust. It's almost like an orange. This background, as you can see, it's like a lilac color. Show you the whole bolt so you can get a, and then of course it's got fabulously large selvage on it. Yard is up, so I'm going to run the yard first. Gigi, we got you for a yard. I'm going to run another yard. Artsy nurse. And I am going to run a third yard, then I'll do some half yards in case someone just wants a half a yard. Okay, then let's do some halves. Half yard running now, it's just $6 for the half yard. Thank you, Pin. And running another one just in case someone else wants to grab a half. Oh, this is one of my favorites. Shoal, I think it's Shoal. Colorway Tomato. It's the one with the big fish. And someone, not that you guys, I know I'm here to sell stuff, but someone did a quilt out of this and they did like stripes and then they had like red or black in between. It was the coolest looking thing. And I think it was on maybe in like a Facebook group or something, but it was super cool. But this is the tomato color. Ooh, it's called shoal, but I'm assuming shoal is like fish in another language, maybe. But we're going to go ahead. I'm going to start with yards on this one. And if anybody needs a yard, time to grab it. I can. Okay. No. No. Artsy nurse, got you for a yard. And then running another yard in case anyone needs it. Pin, thank you. And running it again just in case. And then I'll go to half yards for those of you that just want a half yard. Okay, half a yard should be running now. They're just $6 for a half yard. Here's another one of the spiral shells. This colorway is red, it says. Yes, red from Stash. So here it is, like this direction, and then here it is, kind of looking up the She Bright. She Bright. We don't have a lot of her. Looks like we've got 2 yards left. So I'm gonna go ahead and run the yards first, to see if anybody wants yards, and then if we have any left, we'll do half yards. And then here we go with half yards if anyone just needs a half. Pin pin. I wanted to say 24/7, but I'm not sure if that's what you meant by your number. Anyway, another half yard running if anybody needs it. Then we'll go to this cool orange and red one back here. Artsy nurse. We got you for a half yard. And look at you unlocking bronze. Um, I know bronze unlocked a coupon, so you'll have to go up to like the little crown and redeem, and then the next purchase you make. And I forgot when I set that up, I had to like put in certain numbers and amounts, and I can't remember what I put as like the minimum spend. But we need to merge some things together so that we make sure you get the minimum. So that make sure you use your coupon because I think the coupons expire today, and a new loyalty program starts tomorrow. This one is from February of 2025. It's coral, and the colorway is red, and obviously Kaffe. This is orange. This is obviously red, but it's orange. Since half yard is up, I'm going to go ahead and do half yards first. So if anyone just needs a half a yard, that's running. And then I'll go back and do some yards in case anybody needs it. Gigi Mimi, hi. So there's half yard. Go ahead and do another half yard in case anyone needs it. And then when that's done, I'll run some yards. Yard coming up. Just $10 for a yard. She read. So this I know is like a newer. This was the one with Morrison. Yeah. So this is one that was with Kaffe and Morrison Company. Like they did a mashup, whatever it's called. It's called Strawberry Thief, which is Morrison Company's signature. The colorway on this is blue. You can see that it's pink. It's got blue in it, a little bit of green. And then the selvage actually has Morrison Company written in their cool font. So if anybody's interested in this guy, I got a yard. It's running now if you'd like it. And then I think the next one is also with the Morrison Company thing. And then I'm going to do some half yards of this one just to make sure no one wants a half yard. Pin. Capping is shipped at the $9 and some odd cents. So it doesn't matter how much you order today. Once you get to free shipping, everything's going to ship for free. If you need an extra box, I'll just cover it for you. Running another half yard in case someone needs it, and then we'll move on to this blue one. H Grove. We got you for a half yard. Welcome. Since you grabbed that one, I'm going to go ahead and run a half yard again just to make sure we don't miss anybody. Oh, my fat fingers didn't work very well that time. Sorry. I'm going to check the little. Oh, no, this is the new reward program. It started December 1st. Well, I was totally wrong on that. Y'all should have called me out. But it looks like it's 20% off your next $9 purchase when you grab bronze. And I set my bar pretty low because I want people to use the coupons. But yeah, sorry. I thought it was I didn't realize the new season started. That's how much I'm keeping up with it. Sorry about that. This is another Morris and Kaffe and Co. together, or Morris and Company Kaffe together. This one's called Branches. Colorway is blue. You know, in Kaffe world, this is like a neutral, I think. I'm going to go ahead, since the half yard's up, I'm going to start with half yards on this one. And then we'll switch over to yards if anybody needs one. We got you for a half. Gonna run another half in case someone else would like it. And then let's do some yards. So if anybody needs a yard, now's the time to grab her. We're getting to some oldies here, so. Oh, wait. I just found another one from the Morris and Company line. Let's do it. I think there's only these 3 left. And this one, I think this was like the second bolt, but it's called Artichoke, as you can see. And it's also the blue colorway. And these are where it's still wrapped. It hasn't been unwrapped from shipping. So when I say it's brand new, I'm not kidding. I'm going to start this with the yard, and then I'll do the half yard. Thank you, Archie Nurse. I'm going to do another yard, just because that one's sold, and then I'll do halves. H Grove, it's yours. And the third yard's running. Then we'll do halves. Nice. So half yard running, $6 if anyone just needs a half of this one. And then we'll move on to this crazy green one. This one, this here is a classic, y'all. This is called Shirt Stripes. Obviously, the colorway is green. I'm going to check the end of it just to make sure there's not, that I didn't lie. Yeah, the sticker's over where it says green, but it is from the Stash collection. And she makes a real fun binding if you need to bind anything in green. Half yard's up, so I'm going to start running with the half yard. And then I'll go to yard if anybody needs a yard. Pen, got you for the half. Running another half in case someone else needs it. And then I'll run the yard in case anyone needs a yard. Okay, yard is running now if anyone needs the yard. Stout Verna, oh my gosh, that's hilarious. But I got you for a yard. And I'm going to run another yard just in case someone else needs it. And in my head, I'm going to decide if you're like a beer drinker, which is a stout lady. Maybe I should stop thinking out loud. Because that was adorable. Oh, good. AIHO. Oh, I should know that. Stout girl. I'm a big girl too. Woo, yeah. I actually have some of those. Did you buy the salvage packs? Because I actually have some out there if anybody's interested in them. There's a few left. Where they're like a pound of salvage, I think. So this is Classics. It's an older one from Guinea Flower, and it's white. However, FYI, this is brown, like a very dark brown. It's not black. In case you want to see black next to it, here's black. Oh damn, that kind of matches on screen. But this is a very dark chocolate brown. So if anyone needs some Guinea Flower in your life, I'm going to run the yard first since that's what's up. And here in a second, I'll run out and grab those salvages and see if anybody. Yeah. Yeah, some of them, though, are different sizes. It's like they were super inconsistent. Another yard's running. They were super inconsistent on the sizing on them. Because these were like cut from Freespirit. Like, we didn't cut those. Half yard, if anybody just needs a half yard of this lusciousness, it's running now. Pen for the win. You picked that name for that, didn't you? So I can rhyme. And another half yard of this is running in case anyone needs it. And then I got a few more bolts here to do, and then I'll run out. See what I can find. I do. Actually, I might just go grab it. There's only like 5 left. But I might just go grab it. You guys will give me a second. Hey, these are what you were talking about, right? These little guys. They're not all Kaffe though. What's this one? This one's Kaffe, but then this side, see how they're packed together? This side is Tula. This one's Tula, but Kaffe on this side. Kaffe here. That's Cave. That goes with the line we just had. This one I opened because I wanted to look at it. And this one looks like it's double Cave. Yeah, I think it is. If anybody's interested in those, let me. Are they sold? Did I have them sold out? That's crazy if I did. But I'm not saying I didn't do it. But I do have a few. I have 4 right now, and I will be getting some more in. And I also have a ton of those Moda scrap bags. I just put them in the. Oh, that's not right. I only have 4 of them. It says here I have 5. There are more of these coming, so there's going to be some different designers and things. I ordered them from Freespirit, and they should have them coming. And then the scrap bags, the Moda scrap bags, those literally just came in. And warning, there's a lot of Christmas in them, like a lot of Christmas. But if we get bored, we might just kind of go through them. I don't know. We'll see how we feel. Let me go ahead and pull that up. And I'll just run these since we're all sitting here. But here's one that is, it's 1 pound. So I'm going to say each of these is about a half a pound. This side looks like it's Kaffe. This side's Tula. And these are almost exactly 2 inches wide. This is the color side of the selvage, and this one has the name side of the selvage. So these are up if anybody wants one. If you want to, you can tell me which one you want. It's just sitting there. I don't know how to run it as a Pin. Do you know which one you want? And I'll just go ahead and put your name on it. That way I can make sure you get a good one. Because some people want Tula, some people want Kaffe. The way they're mixed up. You could just drop in the chat which one you like to have. The double Kaffe, which I believe is this one. Well, these 2 are both double Kaffe. This one's a little wider. I'd probably take that one. Because it's slightly wider. We'll put your name on it and make sure that goes in your box. Did anyone else want to grab one? This one's double Kaffe, but it's the newer looking fabrics in it. This one's a mix of Kaffe and Tula. This one's a mix of Kaffe and Tula. I'll just send them back here in case someone else wanders in and wants to look at them. Back to our regularly scheduled programming. In case you guys haven't noticed, I get distracted sometimes. Neon. Oh, Amy, let me tell you a neon story. You need to Google this. We have a line from Dear Stella. It's a 90s line, and it's got like cassette tapes. It's the cutest line. Google it, and if you're interested in it, happy to go because it's Lisa Frank. It's got like these. Do you remember in school when you had your picture taken and they had the laser beams behind you? That's what this fabric reminds me of, the crazy little laser beams. Anyway, half yard. This is Kaffe, and I forgot what it's called already. It's called Spot. Colorway is Noor. It's black. Half yard is 6. So if anyone wants a half, and then I'll run a yard for a 10. If anybody wants a yard, so. But we'll just start with halves because I have it up. Gigi, we got you for a half yard, and then I'm going to run another half yard. Then we'll go to yards once we don't have anyone else wanting the half. And then here we go with a yard. If anybody needs a full yard, that's running now. This one's getting a little light. It was a very popular fabric. Another yard of this is running if anyone needs it. They had that one quilt that was like I think they called it like postage stamp. Tula Pink did it. And everybody was looking for this polka dot because when you cut the polka dots in half, it looked like the edge of a stamp. And so everybody was buying this. Then everybody stopped. They made their little quilts. Pin, I got you for 2 yards of that, so we'll cut it continuous. Unless something goes haywire, and then not. But we try. This is another one of the beaded tent. It is vintage beaded tent. Colorway is dusk. And then we have another colorway coming up that's dark. We had a red one earlier. So let's see how everybody feels about dusk. I'm going to start with the yard since that's up. So this is a yard running for 10. Then I'll do a half. And then we'll look at the other colorway. Okay, half yards are running now if anybody just needs a half of this guy. And then here is beaded tent. Oh, how clever. The colorway is just called dark. They got clever with the name. So I'm just half yards up. So I'm going to start running half yards on this one first. If anyone needs half, then I'll run a yard. And then I have this random one in here. Go ahead and do a yard. No quilter left behind. I got a couple of randos in here. So I might run these just because they're laying here. Ready for beaded tails. This one, not Kaffe, obviously, was just laying here, like in the group. It's called Summer Love by Corey Dantini. Does it have a date? It's still in the plastic, so I think someone forgot to put it out on the floor. But the name of it is, can anyone read that? Tussie Mussy? Okay, I'm reading it. Tussie Mussy. Colorway is Nectar. And it's just a great flower. Still sealed, brand new, obviously. $10 a yard if anybody wants this one. And then I've got this weird one coming up. It's a Jane Sassaman. And then I'll do a half yard for this one just in case someone wants to grab it. I'm not sure how it got in with the Kaffe, but there it is. I do have some Kaffe jelly rolls. I also have some Kaffe. I think I still have some fat quarter bundles too. This is Glorioso Garden by Jane Sassaman. It's not a real neon, so those who was looking for a neon quilt, I don't think this is going to be neon enough for you. But we'll peel the plastic away so you can see it. But it's just a nice green, and it's a garden color. So I'm going to start this. I'm going to start with a half yard just because that's what's up. And then here in a little bit, I'll go out and grab. Where are those? I'm trying to think where the jelly rolls are, Casey. And then I'm going to run a yard of this. Got a couple of Kaffe laying here. We'll do those real quick. No Jane Sassaman fans today. And we're back to Kaffe, though. He's back. This is from February 2025. It's called Pennywise, and the colorway is Contrast. So you've got a very black background, and then these read pastel to me. Yard is up, so we'll do a yard for 10. If anybody's looking for that one, and then I'll run half yards when we're done with the yards. Half yard. We'll go ahead and do some half yard if anybody needs one. And then next we'll do this one called Flower Studies, which I just started making a quilt with. Look at how stunning this guy is. Black background. And then it's got the great color from the flowers. And they're like all in a row, like a little garden. Half yards up, so I'm going to start with the half yards. If anybody needs it. And then we'll move to yards. And when I run the yard, I'll run out and see if I can find some of those jelly. Yard is running now. Be right back. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. Okay, Pin got one of those. I'm going to run another yard of it now that I'm back in wig. And then we'll look at some of these little jelly roll things that I just found. Casey, thank you for your first purchase. Since you grabbed that one, I'm just going to do one more. I actually think I might have this as a backing fabric fix. I think I used this on a quilt as a backing. Or one similar. It might have been, there's another one that's got a bunch of flowers on it. That's a good backing. Okay. So we have these. According to the label, they're Philip Jacobs Classics Brassica Mini DR 63 pieces. And that's the MSRP on it. So, and these aren't huge. They're packaged really nice. But I'm not sure. Yeah. I feel like they're kind of pricey. But I will run this. Let me just do a, I know it says 88 on there, but let's do it for like 52. Because that's a pretty safe amount. We'll just call it Whatnot. And see if anybody would like one of them. They're really, I mean, they're nice. They're pretty heavy because there's like 3. I'm going to say these are like junior jelly rolls or mini jelly rolls. Or maybe they're design rolls. I'm not sure. But I'm going to go ahead and run it and see if anybody wants to grab one. I have 3. They're all different. Yeah, and they're in like a package. I'm not sure. Yeah, they have like an 88. It doesn't say how many are in each. It just says Philip Jacobs Classic. I'm gonna have to Google these so we know better next time. But see, that's from the end, and a jelly roll is usually like this big. So we might have to revisit these when I can figure out the real story on them. Because I feel like they could be marked wrong, because that seems like a lot for just 3 little jelly rolls. And then we also have these little rolls. These are 10 fat quarters that are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 inches wide. And they've been like cut and like rolled up in these cute little like this is one of my favorite fabrics of theirs that has the oranges, and they have like orange ones, but they also have purple. There's a yellow, I think. But this is a cute little, it's a fat quarter bundle that's already nicely rolled up. So they're already pretty cheap, $3.50. Let's do that one for 30. That's only like what, $3 a fat quarter if we do it. Actually, I've got 2 laying here. Let's do them at 25. That's only $2.50 per fat quarter. That's amazing for Kaffe. So we'll run this one. There's 10 in there. Normally they're $3.50 a fat quarter. I have them for 2, or not fat quarter, but a 6-inch strip. And then we'll see if anybody likes this one. This one has some of the more, this one only has 8 in it though. So let's do this one. What is that? 16. Let's do this one for 18. And you're going to get these 8. It says fat quarter. It's marked fat quarters, so it's 8 fat quarters. But they rolled them 6 inches wide. That's what threw me off. I thought they were 6-inch strips. And this will be our deal. This is a fat quarter bundle of Kaffe. Well, it's not Kaffe. This isn't all Kaffe. Who's that? Oh, this is a Freespirit Various 20-piece fat quarter mystery. These little guys are $80. But there's some Tula in there. There's some of the one with the cats. Monica Forsberg. Yeah, it looks like there's a little bit of everybody in here. I thought it was all Kaffe just because I saw Kaffe at the top, but it's not. I have some of this in Yardage. We'll get to that in here a little bit. The Outfoxed. It's the cutest one. This is Corey Dantini, the little thing. Let's run this guy for 45. And it's 20 fat quarters from the Freespirit collection. You'll just get random. I mean, these are random, but yours won't be random. Yours will be this. Okay. Back to Yardage. And if you guys think of anything else, just shout it out. Can't really raise your hand in class, can you? I'm going to grab some more Kaffe off of this. And we'll keep going with the Kaffe. Nope, that's fine, Casey. You never know until you see it. Sometimes you're like, oh yeah, that's what I want. But then you see it and you're like, not quite what I wanted. And I'm sure we've had fat quarter, the roll, or the jelly rolls. I'm sure we've had them. I just don't have any right now. But we do have a nice big stack of Kaffe Yardage, so we can keep going. We're doing half yards for 6, full yards for 10. This little guy is Paperweight. Oh, the colorway is called Gypsy. But it's kind of like red and the background is black. I'm going to go ahead and run. Let me pull up the right thing here. I'll just start with yardage. So we'll do a $10 yard if anybody needs one. And then we'll do half yards in case you just want to half. And we do have capped shipping. So no matter how much you purchase, you won't pay more than, I think it's like $9 and some change. Running a half yard of this if anybody needs a half yard. It's a classic. Oh, I actually have 2 bolts of this because I think this is the one I was thinking of was a backing maybe. Because isn't that the same as this? You can see a little piece of it there. Flower lattice. Vintage colorway is Jewel. However, it's just black with some very striking flowers in it. And then it makes like a big X lattice. Since half yard is up, I'm going to go ahead and run that guy first. Bella, got you for a half. Gonna run another half yard. Actually, I think that one's a little different. I don't think it is the lattice. Pin, half a yard for you. And running another half yard, and then I'll run a couple or yard, see if anybody wants it. Okay, we'll do a yard. If that sells, we'll do another one. So a yard of flower lattice. Background is black. And those flowers are bright. Not even bright in a bad way. This is the classic. This is the fans. Loved these fans when they came out. Stash, they're called paper fans. Colorway is red. So you can kind of see them going up you just have repeated fans. And this is obviously the red colorway. Yards up, so I'm going to start with yardage. So we'll do a yard first. And then we'll go to half yards and see if anybody needs one of those. Half yards running. If anybody needs just a half. Put my big old thumb in there. Next up, look at that guy. This is lichens. And it looks like the colorway is lilac. Is that what that says? Yes, lilac. And this is from the vintage line, vintage collection, whatever they called it. Another way so you can see it. So kind of looking up we can use these for something. Look at that. They make a perfect ramp. So lichen is the name of this one. The colorway is lilac. So this one has kind of a tannish brown background. The other one we had, what color was the background on that one? I want to say it was like a lilac. But this is one of the classic caves. Since half yards up, we're going to start with half yards at 6. And then we'll do yard. And then I got a few more for us to go through. It's a never-ending story. And yard is running if anyone needs a full yard. And if any of you are into Andover fabric, Fabric Fix, who was popped in our chat a little earlier, they're doing an Andover show. And Fabric Fix, if you're still here, I can't remember what was the pricing on those. Sounded really good to me. This one's called Flower Lattice, so it's the lattice pattern like the one we just had, but the colorway is Circus. So it's orange here. You've got the big red flowers. There's like, and you can kind of see the lattice a little better here with the X. You can see where the lattice goes. These were great for fussy cutting. And I think I made a seed packet. Was that the name of that quote? Yard is up, so I'm just going to do it by the yard first. So if anyone needs a yard, more than welcome to grab it. And then we'll do half yards in case someone just needs a half. Pin, thank you for the yard. I'm going to run another yard in case anyone else wants to grab it. And then we're going to do half yards. So if anyone just needs a half yard. And then it's the same one coming up next, but it's just a different colorway. It's the flower lattice one, but this one's colorway is called, it's called Leafy. I don't know why that's funny. It's green. It's like a celery green, but it's got the different color flowers in it as well. And obviously the flowers don't pop as much because it's a gray background. Green. But look at the size of these. Like this is my hand. Like those are some pretty big flowers. Since half yard is up, I'll just run half yard first. And then we'll go to yard. Bella, got you for a half yard. We'll go ahead and run another half in case someone needs it. And then we'll run full yards. Pin. Gonna run half one more time, and then I'll run fulls, artsy. Thank you for waiting. It's hard when I go back and forth. I just want to make sure I get my little notes right. But artsy, yours running now. Thank you, artsy. Another yard is running if anyone else needs a yard, and then we'll go to the next. This one's pretty good. I like orange. This is Stash. This is Grotty Floral. Colorway is tomato. But look at this floral. I'm going to unroll it and make you guys look at it because this is like one of the prettiest. But like I said, I do like orange. But look at this huge, it's upside down, sorry. But there's my hand in the middle of it. And this is like a huge floral arrangement. And then it's got these great pops of blue in it. But like I said, it's called Grotty Floral. I'm not sure. Is that supposed to be French? But it is Philip Jacobs, and you know Philip Jacobs. What you gonna say? But this guy's running. It's just 10 for the yard. If anybody needs a yard, and then I will do half yards. The only problem with a half yard is you're only going to get one of the florals in it. because of the way because of the size of them. Pin got you for a yard. And then I'm going to run another yard in case someone else needs it. Gigi, thank you. And I'll run a third yard because we have it. And if no one grabs it, we'll do halves. So like I said, half yard, you're probably only going to get one of these big floral things. But I'll do my best to cut it so that it's centered as much as possible in the half yard. Bella, thank you. Half yard for you. And then another half is running in case anyone else would like a half. Looks like we got everybody. We got more fish. So the last fish we had, the colorway was tomato. Is this another one of the same bulgers? This looks different. No, this is the same. This is shoal tomato. Apparently there's another bolt of it. This one looks more purple, but next to each other, they're the exact same one. I'm going to run it just because I have it out in case someone missed it earlier, but we'll start with half yards. And then I'll run a yard in case somebody missed it and would like it. Just Jess is here. And now I'm going to do yards. So if anyone needs a yard of shoal in the colorway tomato, that is running now. And this, so this is lattice again, flower lattice. This is colorway jewel. Do we already have colorway jewel? Because this is the one with the black background, and it's got the nice colorful flowers in it. I guess we had duplicates of these bolts. Okay, I showed them. Let's see if anybody wants another yard. I don't want to tease you with it and then be like, oh, we already ran that. Because it's on the sold pile. So somebody bought some. And then we'll do half yard of this one in case anyone just needs a half yard of the flower lattice. And this is the one with the black background. Love cave colors. The black just, oof. Pin got you for a half. And then I'm going to run another half yard in case someone needs it. Like pale blue, see? They might need it. Pale blue, thank you so much. Welcome, welcome. We got you for a half a yard of flower lattice. I'm running another half in case someone needs it. Then we'll be on to the next. Oh, hold on. Let me check something real quick. We're good. Sweet. Here we have, this one's called, I think it's called Small Fronds. Great colorway. It's from February 2025. Colorway is called Summer. And it's a nice combination of like a blue and a pink. And then it's got the palm fronds that everyone knows they're famous for. Half a yard. I'm gonna since it's already up, we're gonna start with it. $6 for a half yard. And then we'll run 4 full yards. If anybody wants one of those, we'll run in when this one's done. I know it looks like it'd be like in Cave World, this is probably like a backing, or not a backing, but like a background. I'm gonna run a yard of this in case anybody just needs a full yard. Okay, good. And then we have bead stripe. Colorway on this is any guesses? The colorway is earth. Why? Because it's kind of brown. Tan brown. We got some pink in it. This is a classic. 1 yard is running if anybody needs a full yard. And then once we get through those, we'll do half yard. And then if you guys don't mind, I think that kind of goes through the cave. There might be some more on that other side. Let me do a half, see if anybody just needs a half yard of this lovely goodness. Because everyone needs brown beads, right? I think we got some Tula we can run through. That was me just dropping stuff. This is February 2025 as well. It's called Pennywise. Colorway is red. And this is kind of a bluish purple almost background. Since half yards up, I'm going to start with half yards. And then we'll go through some of these tulas. Oh, that's not a tula. Well, nice, TG. We got you for a half yard of this one. And then I'm going to go ahead and run another half. Okay. Did I do yards on this one? See, this is what happens when I get distracted. I'm going to run a yard of this one just because I can't remember if I did it or not. And no quilters left behind. That's the rule. I don't have a lot of Tula. The new line, they're reprinting, so I will be getting some more of that pretty soon. And we'll be able to run through it. But let's see what kind of Tula trouble we can get into. Let's see. First off, let's do. Oh, I got a little problem here. Hold on. Let's start with. Is this Bestie stuff? This is Dear John, DEER, from Tiny Beast. The colorway is called Glow. Oh, he's upside down. Here he is. And so he's just a little deer telling you all of his problems. And it's just $10 for the yard. So if anybody would like a yard, it's running now. And then we can do half yards. If anyone just needs a half yard of Dear John, DEER, because we're clever like that. And then I've got this. This is pink, the pink one. This is called Curiouser and Curiouser. The pattern is called Alice. The color is called Wonder. And so it's got these, are they called medallions? That are these different, well, they're all the same. They're just a repeated pattern of Alice with braces of all things. Yes, and of course there's a cat peeking out from behind. So we'll go ahead, since half yard's up, I'll start running half yard. If anyone just needs a half, and if anyone needs a whole yard, we'll run it when we're done with halves. So yards running now, if anybody needs a full yard. Fabrifix, don't you have a show coming up? And I know you were doing Andover, but I can't remember what the price was on the Andover. It was like pretty good. It's Wednesday? Okay. So those of you who haven't bookmarked Fabric Fix, they've got, there it is, $7 a yard Andover. And that includes like Allison Glass, Juicy Juice. Like she's got some really good yardage. This is called Outfoxed. I don't know if you can see the little fox running through it everywhere. This is a green background, like a light green. And then it's got like a teal little fox running with some flowers. So yard is up. So let's start with the yard. $10 for the yard. Thank you, Jackson's Grammy. We'll get you for a yard. Running another yard in case someone else needs a yard. And then we'll do some half yards in case someone just wants a half. Half yards should be running. They're just 6. I know, it's a really cute one. I thought so. Next up, another Tula. This is from True Colors, Hexy, and the colors Deep Sea. So it's a blue, and then these are just, I don't know if you can see see how the Hexies, they have a blue outline and they're black in the middle. But this is like a light blue, a dark blue, and then it's got the dark blue, and then the very middle though is black. Since half yard's up, let's start with the half yards, and then we'll move to the yards in case anybody wants one. And then let's see if anybody needs a yard of this blue goodness. Oh, C-Main. Thank you, C-Main. Gonna run another one in case someone else needs a yard. Lisa. Got you for a yard. Gonna run another yard in case anyone else needs it. Then we'll do some halves. Or did I already do halves? I don't remember. We're doing a half. It's late in the day. It's cold here in Missouri. It's just, I just can't win. Any Anna Maria? I do have Anna Maria. I don't have any. Actually, I might. Give me a minute, Pin. We've got 3 more Tulas to get through, and then I think I've got some Anna right here I can run for you. you're not looking for a particular line, I don't think any of the new ones are where I can sell them for 10, but, we definitely have some, and I'll grab them here in a second. Chubby Cheeks, colorway Clover from the line Besties. He's a gerbil, hamster, some kind of creature. We'll start with half yard, see if anybody wants to grab it. And then we'll move over to yards in case someone wants yards. C main, got you for a half. And run another half in case someone needs it. Pale blue. I can probably go back through them here in a minute once I'll figure out the Anna Marie situation. And then if I still have time, I've got about 30 minutes before I'm going to have to get off here. But we can always look through them again and see if there's anything you missed that you like to get. This little guy's getting kind of low. He is called Treading Water, colorways Clover, a Besties line. He has metallic. Can you see a little metallic? A little metallic. But he's a goldfish. And he's like swinging around in his little treasure chest. He's a big print. Yards up, so let's start with yards. If anyone needs a yard of this fish, treading water, because that's what fish do. See main, got you for a yard. I'm going to run another yard in case someone else wants it. And then we'll do a couple halves. See if anybody needs a half. Half is running now in case anyone just needs a half yard. Lisa, thank you. I'm going to run the half again just to make sure we don't miss anybody. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Last two pink, and then I'm going to grab some of these Anna Maria, and then we'll go back through. This is Who's Your Dandy. Colorway, it's orange, but they're calling it Glow. Who's Your Dandy, colorway Glow. It's from Tiny Beast as well. And I don't know if you could see, he's upside down. But look at him. This one's the best though. Let's see if we can see it. This little face right up here in the corner. Look at his little face. Look, you just caught him. He's so cute. And he's repeated like many times across the thing. But this is like an orange color background. And then he's of course in like teals and blues with little yellow flowers. I'm going to go ahead and start with yards on this one. And see if anybody would like a yard. Jackson's granny likes a yard. Gonna run another yard, and then when we get through these, we'll do half yards on this one too, in case somebody wants a half. This is just darling. Could not be cuter. Half yard of this one's running if anyone just needs a half. See main. Another half yard is running in case someone else just needs half. And then let me get these out of my way real quick. And I'm pretty sure the ones I'm looking at right there are Anna Maria. Here, might take me a second. Yeah. Oh yeah, look at these. We've got a few we'll go through. So these ones happen to be handy, and sadly, they're some of my favorites. Or maybe better. Maybe it's good that they're some of my favorites. Um, these aren't like the newest Anna Maria, but they are very popular ones. So this particular one, notice they have two. So I've got two colorways in this one. This particular one is called Happy Blooms. The colorway is caramel. The line is Good Gracious. And the caramel colorway is obviously like a brownish color in the background. This one below, I believe, is the blue colorway. And somewhere in all of this, I lost a pen. There it is. So we'll start running this one. If anybody would like it, I can do same price here. It's at 10. If anybody needs a yard of it. And then we'll, I got kind of a stack over here. I don't know if you can kind of see these in the background. And then if anybody just needs a half yard, we can go ahead and run that. Nice, Bella, we got you for a half yard. And we're going to do another half just in case someone else wants it. Okay. Now we're on to the other colorway. Let's see if I can find on the other end what the colorway is called. Good gracious and Happy Blooms. Oh, guess what? It's grape. The colorway is grape. I'm going to run a half yard if anyone just needs a half yard of this goodness, and then I'll run a yard here in a second. That's a great color too. Pin, got you for a half. And running another half in case anyone else needs another half. And then we'll do a yard. Yards should be running now. Yards are 10. Now this one has like a whole scene on it. It's got like horses, trees. Like this one's fancy. It's called New Forest. Let's see, I don't know how much is left. There's not a lot left of this one. It's like a yard and 7/8. But it's really cute, and it's got these great horse scenes on it. You're gonna get the whole 1 7/8, but I'm gonna up the price just a little bit to make up for that. So we're gonna run it for $13. You're gonna get almost 2 yards, which isn't a bargain on this one. So it's up and running. I'm gonna send you the whole piece just so that we finish off the bolt. But this is a very popular one. I think a lot of people, we went through several bolts of these. So Jackson's Grammy taking it home, man. Here's another one from Anna. This is called Deco. Colorway is C. the line is Fluent. And these are just some. I know, I love that one too. And I don't know if we have anything. Well, it's Good Gracious, so we had a couple of Good Gracious ones that should match it. This one, however, is called Fluent. Um, Deco. Wait, I'm wrong. I need new glasses. It's Disco, Disco, not Deco. Uh, and the colorway is C. That I could read. But it's just got some really nice, really easy to use flowers. And you got like a nice kind of a green blue mix to it. And I don't know if you can see what's coming up, but the next one, this green, matches it really well. But it is called Disco, of all names. And I'm going to go ahead, since the yard is up, I'm going to go ahead and run the yards first. So yard is just 10. And Dana Hun got it. Going to go ahead and run another yard because it looks like I got it. And then if anyone just needs a half yard, I'll run it next. And half yard should be running now. And then this is the green that I just showed. Well, it's green and blue. It's from Love Always AM, Anna Maria. Cathedral, the colorway is Jade. There's only about 2 yards left. But it's just a nice repeating pattern, and it's like blue and green together. So let's start with yard. See if anybody wants a full yard. Oh, I'm sorry, half yard. Dana, did you want a full yard? And I just said it wrong out loud. Got you down for a half. Dana Hun, if you really did want a yard, let me know, and I can, you can send me a cancellation or we can figure it out. Running another half yard just in case someone needs it. And then we'll do yard. I think my eyes are failing me. And yards are now running. If anybody needs a full yard, that's what's running for the 10. Okay. Next up, Anna Maria again. This one is purple and blue. So it's got Love Always AM, Cathedral. The colorway is called Ocean. And it's just a nice kind of a light purple color. And then it's got the blue stars in it. Yard is up, so we're running the yard first. So if anyone needs a yard, feel free to grab it. And then I'll run half yards here in a minute. And half yards are running now if anyone just needs a half yard. Next up, this is Love Always AM, so the same line we just had. This is Cathedral Multi. Colorway is pink, so you can see the multi colorway. Back here in the background, you can see the next one coming up. That's the blue colorway. So we're going to start with half yard. So you're going to get half yard for $6. And then I'll run yards after we get through some halves. Pin, got you for half. Gonna run another half in case someone needs it. Dana Hun. Get you for that one. And we'll do another half in case someone needs it. And we do have enough to run a yard, so let's run a yard. So if anyone needs a full yard, that's $10 and it's running now. Furnace is on. I don't know if you guys can hear it running or not. I just heard it crank up. And then this is the last Anna Maria I had laying here. It's Love Always AM. This is Cathedral Multi, but this one's in blue. And so it's a little bit of a darker, actually, let's turn it that way. It's a little bit of a darker feel to it than the pink one had. But it does have some bright spots in it. Yard's up, so let's do a yard. It's just $10 for a yard. And then when that's done, we'll do some half yards. And half yard is running now if anyone just needs a half. And then I have something I want to show you it's a Freespirit, but it's not Anna Maria or Tula, but I just love them. I found these. And look at that freaking cat with the yellow background, green leaves. It is so cute. And then the other one we have, I think this is the same line by the same person. But I don't know if you've ever been like hanging out with your friends and you said, man, I wish we had some fabric with a squirrel. Holy nuts. This one is a fabric with squirrels. I'm going to do the cats first, just in case somebody wants them. The designer it's called Garden Bed. It's Rachel Hauer, who is a well-known designer of theirs. It's Cat Flower is the name of it. And the colorway is yellow. So I'm going to go ahead and start with yards on this one. $10 yard. If anybody wants it. I just thought it was darling. And then we'll go back through some of this Kaffe that we just sold so that you guys can see if you missed anything. And we can do a half yard of this one if anybody would like it. And pen got you for a half. Running another half yard in case anyone needs it. Danahan, you ended up with that one, yes. Another half yard. Double, got you for a half. And another half. So running now in case anybody else needs it. How could you not need this? Okay, Danahan, got you for that one. And another half yard running too. It does. It's weird how they left it white. But I'm sure it was a design choice. You know how that goes. And then I'm going to run this squirrel. You guys didn't seem as impressed with the squirrels as I was, but get those freaking squirrels. Like, if you ever thought to yourself, man, I wish I had some squirrel fabric. I don't know what came over them. But it is the same line as the one that you just saw. The colorway on this is green. It's called Treetop, and it's Garden Bed. I just think it's so cute. Like, who knew? We'll start with half yards on this one in case anybody would like some. Leslie, welcome. Gonna run another half in case anyone else would like a half. And we'll do yards here in a second too, but we'll get halves out of the way first. Same, thank you. And running another half yard in case someone else needs it. And if that doesn't go, we'll go ahead and go with yards. Because if you have a squirrel lover in your life, I mean, a yard of this could do some really fancy things. Thank you, Bella. Another yard's running in case someone else would like a yard. Thank you. Thank you for entertaining me on that one. Okay. I think they're adorable. Let me grab some of this cave. And I'll go with kind of the stuff I started with early. So those of you who missed earlier in the show can see some of this. We sold out of any of these, so we should be good. That's messy. Sorry about that. I feel like to stack these little bolt stacks on the end of them, and you can see up the bolt. So Pin, you already have a half a yard of this one. But we're gonna run it again for those that missed it. So this one is February 2025. House leaks. Colorway is drama. And these are huge flowers. But Pin, you already have a half a yard of this one. I'll run it a yard, see if anybody needs a yard. And then I'll do a half yard just in case someone just needs a half. Leslie, got you for a yard. Gonna run that again in case someone else wants a yard. And then let's do some halves in case somebody just needs a half a yard. Danahan, got you for half. Thank you. Running another half yard. Okay, that one. This one's so pretty. Pin, you already have a half a yard of this. If Archie Nurse is still here, she already has a yard. But this is, yeah, I forgot the name. I looked right at it just now. From February 2025. It's called Palm Leaves. The colorway is red. So you notice like the flowers have a very red look to them. And you're not deceiving. This is kind of a purple color. And this background is a blue. But the colorway officially is called red. So let's do yards first if anyone needs a yard of it. And then I'll do half yards in case someone just wants a half. And so half yards are running now. Dana Hunt got you for a half a yard, and then I'm going to run another half yard in case someone else needs it. They're vacuuming out front. This is lichen. The colorway is rust. Pin, you've already gotten a half a yard of this. Gigi and Artsy, you each already have a yard. But this is lichen, colorway's rust. I also have this in the colorway of lilac. Since half yard's up, I'm going to start running halves. So if anyone just needs a half yard of this guy, we can get you taken care of. Dana Hun, thank you. Another half yard's running if anyone just needs a half. And then if this doesn't sell, we'll go with a yard. So a full yard of this is 10. And that should be running now. I do have capped shipping, so no one's going to pay over $9 and some odd cents for shipping. If you end up buying 3 boxes of stuff, I pay to ship that extra box or 2. Next up, this is the Kaffe and Morrison Company line. Pin, you already have a half, and H Grove, if you're here, you already have a half. This is called Strawberry Thief, and the colorway is blue. Probably not fair to show it with the fold on it, but you can see this is the famous Morrison Company Strawberry Thief that you see on everything. Yards up, so I'm going to start with a yard. If anyone needs a yard, it's just 10. Thank you, Jackson's Gammy. We're going to run another yard. And then we'll do some half yards in case someone just wants a half. Dean Hunt got you for a half. And running another half just in case someone else wants it. No crafter left behind. This guy is coral. Colorway is red. Gigi bought a half a yard of this earlier. And it's just red, and the background on it is very, very orange. Not like neon, but orange. Half yard's running now in case anyone just needs a half. And then we'll run a yard in case someone wants to grab a yard. Okay. Bye, Fabric Fix. We'll see you later. Pin, you already got a half a yard of this one. February 2025 was the release on this one. And Marble Scallops, colorway is black. And when you cut that up really small, it's going to be so cool. So $10 yard, and then I'll do half yards. if people just need halves. And I'm probably going to be getting out of here pretty soon too. I've got something I need to do this evening, but we'll try to get through a rerun on them, as much of these as we can. Leslie, we got you a half yard on this one. Gonna run it again in case someone else wants to grab it. Pale Blue Sea, good name. And running another half yard just so I don't miss anybody. And okay. This is Brocade Peony. Colorway is crimson. You can see the background is black and you can see these fabulous flowers on it. There's only a yard of this left. So I'm just gonna run the yard and see if anybody wants to grab it. If not, I'll then do half yards in case someone just wants a half yard. But we'll do the yard first to see if we can sell it. Yes. And then we'll do half yard in case someone just wants a half.
I'll be going up to the house in a bit.
Okay.
I think you said you're going to.
Yeah. Danahan. And then we'll run another half yard. Okay. Grab a couple of these other ones. So these are part of the Morris and Company line that you just saw. We had one from it that had the strawberry thieves on it. So if you're looking for a match set, this might be the time to grab it. And these might be the only two I'm going to get through before I have to go. I hate when we're having fun. This one's called Artichoke. The colorway is blue. And I don't know if you can see these big pink artichokes on it. Huge artichokes. Let me turn it this way. See those artichokes? And not to be inappropriate, but look at the little peach butts. Pin this one. Let me look. No, you didn't buy any of this one the first time it went through. I don't have your name on it. I have Artsy Nurse and H. Grove bought some of this. So let me go ahead. I'll just run half yard first since you're asking. And I got it up. So half yard's running now. And we've got plenty of this, so I'll run another half as well. Dane Hun, got you for the first half. Second half yard's running. Pin, got you for that one. Oh, well, I guess I don't yet. Hold on. Okay, there you go. Run another half in case someone needs it. And then I'll run a yard just to make sure. One yard, $10. Any takers? She's pretty. She's still wrapped in plastic, never been touched by human hands. Till I get done grubbing on it. Kaffe by Morris and Company, or Kaffe times Morris and Company. This is called Branches. Colorway is blue. Pin, you already have a half yard of this one. But I'll go ahead, since yard is up, I'm going to run yard first. So if anyone needs a full yard, that's running now, and I'll do a half yard here in just a second. See if anybody needs it. Um, and half yard is running in case anybody just needs a $6 half yard. But before we go, you know how I like to do this. I gonna do something fun. Thank you for joining me today. Um, this was that $18-20 8 fat quarter pieces for $28. It's all Kaffe through and through. Um, get your bidden fingers ready because I'm going to run this guy at a $1 starting bid. We're going to do sudden death. You're going to have 15 seconds for you and your friends to have fun. Um, it's $28 here in the shop. I'm just going to start it at $1 and see if any of you would like to grab this little guy just as a thank you for you guys hanging out today and to keep you guys warmed up for the next shows that you're going to go to. Pin's winning it. Getting deals, getting deals. Look at that. Leslie, you ended up with that for measly $9. And that's the way I say thank you. And now that your fingers are all warmed up, I'm going to send you guys into another show. We can raid into someone else. And hopefully make their day. Let me see if I can remember how to raid. I do want to thank everybody. I'm not sure if everyone knows this, but we are a nonprofit organization. I do have a quilt shop that I own, and that's Fabric Fix, so that's why I was pushing them earlier. However, I do this. This is our charity. It's a nonprofit. We literally just donated about 76 quilts to the Fox for Love Fund here in Kansas City. And the proceeds that we use from these shows is what we use to buy batting and get things quilted and fabric and backing and all those things that just need money in order for them to get done. And I really appreciate everyone that supports our mission and helps us get those things into the hands of people who need them. So let's go ahead and do a raid. Once again, thank you to everybody. I don't see, is it coming up with, sorry, it's populating really slow. Um, there's someone called Fabric Stasher that's coming. Bee Winery is coming up. Bee Winery has the fewest number of people, so let's go ahead and raid into them. Tell them hello, and I hope everybody has a great rest of your weekend. And I hope to see you next week when we do another show. And don't forget to also bookmark Fabric Fix so you can jump into their shows as well. They've got $7 and over next week. So, okay, well, thank you, everybody. Have